Who's gonna do it?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Shoot.
Anyway.
I've got the gun. Welcome back to Vaabs Podcast. It's
Yes,
your boys
boy.
David and Lebs and your boy Dylan, but he's not on camera, so don't fucking ask.
Don't fucking ask questions about Dylan, man.
It
He's
is-
sleeping.
Lebs, what is it?
It is a fucking Tuesday.
It's the last Tuesday of the year.
Whoa.
And by that occurrence, the last episode of the year.
And
Now,
live.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you think you're gonna get an episode next year,
God.
shame.
Good luck.
But we do have a very exciting episode for you guys. We've got the owner of Benji-Kings. Now, if you're South African, you definitely know about this brand.
Yes, boy.
And also, it's nice because South Africans supporting South Africans, that's what we want.
100%. So yeah, we're really excited to talk to him about obviously his journey in fitness, in business, all of that. So yeah, we got an exciting episode up for you guys today. Davey.
And also, where are you guys for New Year's? Because Lebs and I have been stuck a bit trying to figure out our New Year's plans. And at this point, I'm willing to give it to the fans.
The
and
fans
say,
can
you
decide.
guys dictate what we do.
Bro, could you actually imagine like a fan decided New Year's? Like we asked them like, where are the top 5 jewels? And then we go to every single one.
I'm keen.
Bro,
Problem is, it's
okay.
like, you only have so many hours until it's the new year.
Yeah,
Do we
100%.
take that?
And it's like, are you jolling for New Year or are you jolling for the countdown or what are you jolling for?
Ooh, that's a deeper
Fuck
one
that.
that we'll get
Yeah.
into.
Wait,
here's our guest.
What's
Thorbjörn
up, boy? Hey.
How you doing?
You good? I feel like, are we gonna break the we're not gonna break the facade.
David's
Never
good.
mind. There's no
David's the
facade.
best.
We've just met each other now.
And then
Yeah,
they
we didn't greet already.
Yeah, we
Not
haven't
at all.
hung
We
out
promise
for like
you.
20
Not at
minutes
all.
before this.
Not at all.
Dave's gonna be like, yeah, like you were saying downstairs. I mean,
What I saw on the other episode the other day.
Oh, Thorbs, bro, how you doing?
Yeah, no complaints. No complaints at all.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
chilling.
It's
Not
always a good
not
sign.
literally. It's nice and hot here, but happy to be home, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
happy to
you're
be
back from Norway. And
Yeah.
tell us how was the move from SA to Norway and
It was
coming
pretty-
back from it even.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. I actually, well, I don't know if I told you guys last time, but I originally moved to the UK first,
Oh,
and then
Oh.
like, because I didn't have a lot of money in 2020. I didn't have a lot of money. And then I ended up moving to the UK first. And then, like, I was like, okay, if I work there for a couple months, then I can save up a little bit, move over to Norway. Because the whole reason for moving to Norway was the passport.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then when I got to the UK, I actually managed to land a construction job with my cousin. Shout out Connor. And yeah, I worked there for 4 months or 3 months, and then COVID hit. So it was like a mad scramble to
Yeah.
get over to Norway because
Jeez.
I just thought if I'm stuck in the UK,
You're
I'm
done
never
for,
gonna make
yeah.
it out, and then
Yeah.
I'll never get the passport, and then it's everything's finished.
Yeah, 100%.
So anyway, with like a bunch of back and forth, I managed to get a flight through the Norwegian embassy to Norway.
Damn.
And luckily, I had a friend that could organize a job in Norway as well, just like waitering and whatever. So as soon as I touched down, I had to do that like quarantine period for, I think it was, in Norway it actually wasn't too bad. I think it was like 10 or 7 days, something like that.
At least.
And then, yeah, I did the quarantine and then started working immediately. And we had lockdown later that year, and in that lockdown I decided to study because I was like, I'm doing business anyway,
Yeah.
so I may as well learn a little bit about business.
Yeah.
So
Because of that
I,
background.
yeah, I just enrolled and I had to do an English test. If you believe that, they
No
don't
way.
recognize South African English.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, they recognize
You
Australian,
can't say
New
hectic
Zealand.
as a reason for everything.
Yeah,
Hectic, man, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, so they accept Australian, New Zealand, and UK English, but
Fucking
South African
assholes.
doesn't exist.
Hectic.
So
That's insane. So did you have to like change the way that, like, was the English test overtly like British, for example?
it was a TOEFL. I don't know if you're familiar.
Oh, no.
To be honest, like if English wasn't my first language, I would have struggled in that test.
Oh,
I'm
really?
not gonna lie, yeah.
Shit.
I think, because they don't tell you how much or how many percentage you need to get to pass the test. They're just like, yeah, good luck. We'll tell you if you pass or not,
Yeah.
and then we'll give you the certificate. And it was expensive as well. I think it was like 6,000 rand for the
Jesus.
test, just for the test.
And the
So-
test is just to get in.
Yeah, just because you need, like, you write, like a normal cover letter, whatever reasons to be there, all that kind of stuff. And then they came back to me and they're like, yeah, everything's cool, but we need to know that you can deal with this course in English.
It's like I'm speaking to you in
Yeah.
English.
I called them and I was like, listen, I can have a verbal conversation with you. We can sort it all here, right now. And then they're like, no, you have to do this test. So anyway, I did the test and I think I got a 78 or something. But I mean, like for English, you should have got a little bit better than that. It's like, I speak this language every day. But yeah, then I got accepted. It's called BI, Norwegian Business School, and I love it there. It's a beautiful place. Sometimes it's a bit too social for me, but it's a lot of fun, a lot of vibes. Yeah.
And then you started Benji-Kings when you started studying, or was it just in between everything?
Yeah, what was like the origin?
So it was actually way before studying. It was when I moved from the UK to Norway. Then I woke up the one morning and it's like the name of my dog, Benji, and the first street that I grew up on.
I was even wondering if you were going to put it in. I was thinking like today, Jim, I wonder if he's going to use it.
I wasn't going to use the reason why, but yeah, my dog's name and the first street that I grew up on, King. So I woke up the one morning and I was just like, yeah, okay, this is a good idea. This is a cool name. I like it. So I just ran with it and trying to find suppliers and people to do like embroidery or prints in South Africa, man.
Were you in the UK while you were trying to...
No, I just arrived in Norway.
Oh, so you started as you got to Norway?
Yeah, literally.
And then, so your business is like obviously like South African based, like at the moment now.
Yeah.
So like, what was that like, trying to fucking figure out how to like...
It was pretty crazy. I don't know if you guys remember Dill Stainforth.
Oh, yes.
Dill. He actually had like a couple sewing machines. So the original shirts, I found a supplier, or he actually found the supplier for me. And then I think they were like from Mauritius. It was like Mauritian cotton or something. And then they were selling somewhere here in Josie. So he was like, yeah, these t-shirts are really nice. So I was like, okay, run with it. And if you can, I just told him like what the name is, how big I want it, how I want it to look. And then he was like, sweet, I'll do the not engraving, what do you call it? Embroidering. And then, they came out well. I think we made, I don't want to lie, but I think it was like 100 or maybe 150 T-shirts.
So he was still there on the plantation, busy.
Yeah, he was just going.
It's like, no, I really appreciate it. He's like, please, I need a break, man.
my man worked hard for those, bro, and he was doing all of them very nicely and stuff. And I think his granny used to sew and stuff, so she had all the knowledge, so it was very, very nice. But those came in and out, and with anything, friends and family are all first, so they all went to friends and family. Everybody liked them, so.
But it's even nice as well just to get that like a soft launch in that sense, like the exposure. Of
yeah, exactly. Yeah. But then after that, you have to go bigger. So new suppliers, like new different types of T-shirts. My sister, she drew these custom stencils, everything. So like from the beginning. She drew them, sent them to suppliers. Can you make this? No, okay, next one. Can you make this? No, okay, next one. And it was just like a constant grind to find suppliers.
So I imagine it must have taken like so long for you to find a supplier that's happy with, because we've attempted. I mean, I went on my own mission. I didn't tell them because I wanted it to be a present, but we've tried to make our own merch line, and I've got nothing but respect on that side for you guys, because
thank you, bro. Yeah,
everything that happens, it's like you pay for one, it's like this is gonna be perfect, and you get it's like this is utter shit.
Yeah, that's the sad part, is that only after you've paid for the first like T-shirt or whatever, then you get it, and it's like, okay, this is not what I want, but now you've paid for it. So it's just
fucked up, dude.
It's just like sunk costs, you know.
Yeah, and the first one always has like a fucking setup cost, so you fucking outlaying like $600 for one T-shirt almost.
Exactly, yeah.
It's so stupid.
You gotta get. Yeah, or even for these ones, because they had to make the templates and everything, and then to cut them and make sure that everything's fine. I think we redid these, 4 times. And it still didn't come out right. So every time we sent them back in, every time it's new reruns, new everything, then you just got to pay for all of that.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, it's.
Did you have to did you obviously have to like firm the cost, or were you like, we can get these out somehow? Like, even though it's not exactly what we want, we can still push it.
Benji-Kings. This is the sub-brand.
Yeah, well, to be fair, what I've realized, because I thought maybe having like a guy's clothing brand was gonna be the thing, because I was like, oh, guys like nice t-shirts, guys will spend the money, whatever.
Yeah.
Complete opposite, bro.
Yeah.
Women spend the money on clothes, guys
100%.
do not, like,
Yeah, back it.
at all.
And especially with the fitness as well. I think it's such a big thing because gents, if to preach to them, say don't wear that 4-year-old shirt that's got holes into
that
gym,
you've
like
cut the sleeves
yeah.
off.
The amount of shirts I've done that to.
That has holes in it.
Exactly, I'm pure example. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
I mean, if you've got holes in your t-shirt, I can help you out
Oh.
with that.
Oh.
the boy,
Oi.
the boy came through.
A little belated Christmas present for the boys.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I
dude.
thought I'd do.
Oh, that's so sick, man.
There you go. Lebs doesn't drink,
This is
so I couldn't bring
gorgeous.
alcohol. So.
That's very fair.
That's fucking
David would
awesome,
have
man.
lapped it up anyway. That's beautiful.
I want to
Hope
put
you
this
like
on
it.
right now, but I feel like we're on a flow.
You know when something looks so
I'm full on at
nice.
30 minutes.
This looks so nice. I don't want to unwrap it. That's the problem. It's such
Okay.
good packaging.
This
Shit,
is
isn't
so
it?
sick. Is
So-
this,
I'm so excited.
sorry, is this the original packaging you use to
Not the outside bit. That was
Okay.
just a little extra Christmas
Aw.
wrapping.
Oh,
but,
that's love.
so
but
sweet.
the inside is all original wrapping.
So I see you have like an explanation of the Vikings brand, which
Yeah.
is the male side, right?
No, it's for both male and
both.
female. Yeah.
So the Vikings that you've explained here, I'm not going to read it, but what is the summary?
It's basically like untamed strength and potential, basically.
Okay, sick. So that's like the mantra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, I think it's called the Urus or Uris, something like that. It means untamed strength and potential in
Yeah.
old Viking ruin. So I thought that was a pretty cool way to incorporate into the N. My sister and I ummed and ahed about the design for a while. We messed with the I. I think we messed with the V as well. We had a big V, and then ultimately we landed on this one, and
That's
I
fucking
think it
sick,
came out nice.
That's so
With-
awesome, man.
With the logo and all of that, and the vision for the brand, where do you see it going? What do you want Benji-Kings to be? How do you set yourself apart, type thing?
I think, well, firstly, that wrapping is 100% recyclable and reusable.
Oh,
so
It's definitely the future. as
yeah,
well.
I personally want to go into renewable or sustainable industry at any cost. So, whatever that means for the future. Hopefully, the planet is going green, and we're not just greenwashing.
Yeah.
But yeah, just sustainability, and also brands these days. Bro, I was in Factory and Cotton on the other day. Ridiculously expensive for what you get.
100%.
And as well, and the reason for it is, we do this all recyclable and everything, and it's it shouldn't mean extra cost.
Yeah, exactly. It should be cheaper.
You should be saving money, yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, just ridiculously priced clothes. And to be fair, at the moment, I think that our stock is too expensive. I want to bring down the prices a little bit, because I don't know if you guys have seen, but we're in dollars at the moment,
Yeah.
because trying to fight with banks on this side is almost an impossible task as well. Just to get money to flow into your account. You wouldn't think it's that hard, right? Just take money, but no, it's a real mission.
Yeah.
And PayPal's at the moment is actually the easiest thing, and unfortunately Shopify doesn't have Zapper or anything
Yeah.
like that. But trying to link a card payment is a nightmare right now.
Even as well, we use Payoneer for our Patreon and everything, and just to get that to work, they come with so many hoops that you have to jump over to be I'm finally gonna get it. And it's no, not yet. We'll give it to you one day, but
Eventually, yeah.
Fucked up, dude.
When we think you deserve it, then
Bro.
they'll send it through.
Yeah.
What was
But-
the whole start of it? What finally convinced you to do it? To start the brand with your sister? Was your sister part of the original plan, or did she kind of jump on?
She jumped on a little bit later, and she's been a major asset to the business and everything. It's been great having her on. She's actually really good at marketing and stuff. So I think the brand grew. I think when I was running the Instagram, we were on 100, 200 followers, maybe something like that. And now I think we're sitting at just over 1,000 or whatever. And
Oh, strong.
that's all thanks to her. It's all organic growth and everything. So she's definitely got an eye for marketing or business in some degree. But I want it to be a brand that people like and trust,
100%.
So whatever we need to do, we've had goals for this year, and obviously some things just don't align, especially studying and everything. You don't often have time for everything that you want to get to, but I think just setting smaller goals and then having a major like 5-year goal, like worth whatever, selling however many products, having different lines for different seasons, whatever it may be. I think those little things are important, and we try and strive for those almost every day. Like my sister and I call almost every 2 days. Like, have you done this? Have you done that?
Oh, that's
like,
good,
what are you
That
doing? What do you need to do?
Is nice.
Yeah.
They've set so many goals for me. I'm just like, so what do you guys want to do tonight? All day.
We're going drinking, David. Fuck's sakes, man, please.
Well, trust me, it's not always like all the time we're just reaching those goals. You know, there's major setbacks and everything all the time. But I like to organize things, and if I can keep them organized and we stick to it, then maybe it'll be cool.
What's been like the most enjoyable part for you about the process?
I think just fixing problems. Like I really enjoy fixing problems, and like every time it's like, okay, this has come up, what do we do? How do we fix it? And then we can just go like that. And it's actually kind of fun, to be fair. Like I don't really like the financial side and the marketing and all of that stuff. I just like creative. I want to find different things, and I want to solve problems. Like that's all I want to do, really.
I feel like it's such a common theme within like entrepreneurs, like having that creative sense, but also having like challenges. Like if something's not challenging, then it's not exciting almost.
Yeah.
And like entrepreneurs like to be challenged constantly.
100%.
And to keep it exciting. So that's cool.
Yeah, 100%.
You mentioned your sister. So what I wanted to know is, you land in Norway, you have this idea. Where did you get the capital?
So it's a good question. When I was still in the UK, my cousin Connor, shout out Connor, we were actually drunk the one night. I was staying with him. I was sleeping on like a blow up mattress on his floor, like for 3 months, bro. For 3 months, bro. I was sleeping on this blow up mattress
while working construction.
While working construction, bro. Let me tell you, my back was broken. But I bought this blow-up mattress for like £14, bro, and now that already hurts me, because that's like what is that? That's like 180 rand,
this
bro.
is worth it.
Are you mad? 280 rand on a blow-up mattress. That's ridiculous.
Painful.
Anyway, so I'm sleeping on his blow-up mattress in the UK, and the one night we were having a couple drinks. I don't know where we were going or whatever, but he says to me, he's like, "Have you checked the stock market?" So I was like, "No, not really." And he's like, yeah, everything's down because of Corona, like everything's taken like an 80% dive. And I was like, okay, that's pretty interesting. He's like, imagine you have like 100,000 rand and you throw it all in now, and when it comes back up, it'll be like 10x or whatever. Yeah. So I was like, okay, like that's not such a bad idea. So I called my dad. I was like, listen, Dad, we need to invest in the stock market. I was like, we need to do.
Like I can't right now. Like I'm gonna get sick and blow a mattress.
I need a blow up mattress for my blow up mattress. That thing deflated every night, bro. Every night I woke up on the floor, bro. It was ridiculous. But because when I went over to the UK, I had like 5,000 rand. So like I didn't have any money at that time.
Yeah, and especially with the exchange rates, you went there with like £10.
Yeah, exactly. But thankfully my dad had like put away money for studies or whatever, and I was like, listen, Dad, I think this is a sure thing. Like I'll research a bunch of companies, I'll pitch them to you, I'll tell you like what we need to invest in and how much and all of these things. And he's like, okay, cool. And I think I had around 30,000 rand in like savings, and then my dad fronted me like a little bit more, and I would pay him back obviously later. So I researched a bunch of companies, pitched it to him, he checked them out, and then he was like, okay, let's pull the trigger. So we bought like way in the depths of the stock market, and like after Corona everything's just gone crazy. It's literally 12x. So
that's beautiful.
It was, my only problem was that I didn't have more money to invest. If I had like capital that I have now, like I wouldn't have to study.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, genuinely, bro. It was such a missed opportunity. I honestly wish I took a loan to buy in.
To just do it, yeah.
Yeah, because even whatever the interest rate was, it wouldn't have mattered. Like it literally wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, very true.
And then I basically bet the company against the stocks that I bought, because the value that they were at, I had basically double what we put into Benji-Kings. So
Okay,
so that's where the capital came from, and it was not cheap, especially importing into this country. It was ridiculous. So
especially with Corona, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's like it's making you money, but also import taxes.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it's like to get anything done.
Yeah, exactly. And just getting the business registered and all of those things during Corona was a complete nightmare, like an absolute nightmare. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been up and down, and it's been a lot of learning curves. Like I think, like a lot of gurus and stuff now are expecting another recession. So I've sold everything that I have. So I have a lot more liquid capital now for the recession. I think it'll probably be like worse than Corona.
Hectic.
So if you boys, this is not financial advice. Not financial advice at all.
Benji-Kings is listening, buddy.
We don't want to invest. We're doing actually pretty well.
We're in a closed period, lads. It's a closed period.
Yeah, closed period completely. But yeah, I just love learning, because I think I'm clever, and then the next day I'm like, okay, I was an idiot yesterday, and then you're constantly just growing and trying new things. I think that's a lot of fun about overseas as well, because you work and the money that you get in it's not like pennies, You can go on holiday and you can save up a little bit for yourself, and with that you can afford to try a couple things. So
you can be a bit risky with your decision.
Like have extra capital.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a lot of like you get paid to live. Or you get paid to sustain yourself so you can keep doing it
survive,
again. And then you need to figure out what your side hustle is.
Yeah.
So that you can
exactly.
do everything you want that's on top of that.
Yeah, exactly. Like podcasts or
we're coming up.
Brands. I love it, bro. I still love your guys' like drive and everything.
Oh, we appreciate it, bro.
I still can't believe that I didn't see it earlier.
I was even gonna say that when you're talking about like the organic growth and everything on Instagram, it's like for me it's such a wild thing, because we run ads and then occasionally, and it leads to a lot of followers, and it's like you kind of feel guilty because it's like, I paid money for these ads and I'm getting followers.
Yeah, but who
like,
doesn't?
The thing is, but it's like once people see your brand and everything, they follow you, and it's like they actually see the brand. It's like it's just that weird thing of they never saw you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's so annoying, but it literally your success is literally on the cusp every single time.
Yeah,
and just until people see you.
Yeah, literally.
Sorry, I was going to say that the market's definitely changed as well, like how businesses run, like budgets, and like how marketing's just taken over like everything, where it used to be like the smallest bit of the budget. Now it's like the most massive.
Yeah.
Especially like digital marketing as well.
Yeah, short.
We all felt it, 40%.
Hopefully we're just not the 40% that will see it.
Just comes
it's like all out.
I forgot that it means down. It's not. It's gonna. It's definitely gonna rain. 40% of people will challenge.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're not the 40%.
Well,
that's fine.
Fingers crossed. We out here.
But yeah, sorry. Going back to what you were saying, I think short form marketing is definitely huge now.
100%.
If you check all the top trending songs and stuff now on the top 100 or whatever 200, they're mainly TikTok songs. Which I think is outrageous, bro. There was I can't remember the name of the song. My dad was telling me about it the other day actually, and it hit #1 again, like 30 years after its release.
There was the one from Stranger Things.
And
the Metallica one even.
I'm not sure. I haven't even heard it. I don't have TikTok. I can't. I cannot stand that app, bro. I think it's great. It's great for like marketing, but I hate that app, bro.
This is literally like, leader, please take all social media
take it all from me. I don't want it.
I will solve all of our problems on the back end. Don't make me go on social media.
Right. Yeah. Even Dul, like, I don't have TikTok. I'm like, Dul, we run a TikTok account. Just go look, bro.
Just go look. Like it.
We keep getting shadow banned. I don't know why. Really? Anyway. No, dude, just some of the videos, like, I posted a video yesterday. It literally got, like, 0 views in an hour. And I'm just sitting there trying to figure it out. Like, what the fuck did I do wrong? So I deleted, posted again, still same thing. And I'm literally like, TikTok comes up with the most random shit. So then I did an experiment where I took out something from the video that I thought was the problem, like it was a quality thing, like it was a low quality image. So I took it out and then posted it again, and now I'm so anxious to look again to figure it out. But
maybe sometimes just email them or something. I don't know.
No, but they just block random videos. Like it doesn't make sense. They always have a reason, but I don't fucking
When you're
understand.
talking about
AI
problem
is
solving,
weird.
that's our problem solving for the past. Yeah, it's
We just
sometimes
chow
it bangs
algorithms,
and sometimes we just sit there like, why are we doing this?
It really makes you want to quit. bro.
Fighting with technology, man, it is like one of the
Bro.
worst things ever. I think we had a picture of one of the girls, like long sleeve. Jeez, I can't even remember the name now. It's like the jacket, and we've got it in nude, like the color nude, and it says Vikings down the arm or something, and we posted the picture and we got flagged for nudity. And I was like, I was like, how is this AI
Bro,
working with, like, how does this image
it's so ridiculous.
come out to new? Anyway, I wasn't gonna fight with it. I was just like, take it
So
down.
annoying. It's so annoying as well because it's such a small thing that you could easily fix if someone was behind you and be like, hey, just actually look at the picture and be like, oh, I'm so sorry about that.
Does this look nude to you?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yes, the color. Fuck off it. Oh, God.
Doesn't matter that much.
You know what's wild to me is like that'll be flagged, and then you look at like some chicks that literally like wear like literally nothing.
Nothing,
Like, you
yeah.
can see the nipples through, and then
Yeah.
that'll be fine.
Yeah,
No nudity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, social media is definitely going in an interesting direction, man. I barely use it these days, to be fair.
Is
Like, yeah, it's just a bit of a time waster and stuff for me, I find.
100%.
So,
I did that as well. Like, I deleted my Instagram account for like a couple months.
yeah.
And the only reason I would ever be on Instagram was for obviously the Vaabs account and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But even then, it's like we still obviously follow people on the Vaabs account. So then I just get back into that routine of like, oh, I'm just scrolling through like my own feed. But then I'm like, no, this is toxic. Like, it's the work feed. Like, stop just looking at people's
Just
lives.
sliding on vibes. Damn, girl, you fine.
Sliding
It's
on
like
Vaabs
you're a
101,
podcast. You're fine.
Bro.
Who's the African James?
Oh, yes, fuck off. Bro, I swear to God, when we get like 1 million followers, I'm only gonna use it to slide on everything. on everything, just to
everything.
piss you guys off. God damn.
Just the blue check mark.
Dude,
What do you guys think about Elon and his $8 subscription?
Oh, for the verified thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
for Twitter.
yeah.
Elon always does this for me. So I'm always like, damn, this guy's smart. And he does some wild shit. I'm like,
yeah.
maybe it's part of the process.
He's a
but
chaos god, dude.
I'm,
mean,
so,
just
I'm
for-
so sorry. I have to do this though. Those birds is like common, but also rare to just see on top of a tree. It's a
the
parrot.
green one.
Yeah. Sorry.
He was
And he
listening.
flew
He was
away.
You know what, bro?
Common, but also rare. Fuck off.
He's like, I'm
fucking
out.
sick.
Sorry, bro. Carry on. Sorry.
God
sorry.
damn.
I lost my train of thought.
Oh,
you-
fuck.
you're
I'm
an
an
asshole. It's fine.
They are rare though. I forgot the name of them.
I also
They-
forgot the
That's how
fucking-
rare they are.
I've never seen one before.
Yeah, Elon for me,
Oh yeah.
he's good, but I feel Twitter was fine in its own capsule. It didn't need to be sought out that
Changed.
much. Like it's for me, if your Instagram and Facebook, they kind of need the regulation, but Twitter was
Twitter
What's
was
the-
literally no holds barred, dude, and now it's even worse.
yeah.
And it's just like, I fucking hate Twitter, I'll be honest with you. Someone was telling me the other day we
same.
have to be on Twitter if we want to grow. And I'm like, bro, I'd rather take like prolonged growth
Yeah.
than go on that
Than
thing.
go on
Because
Twitter.
again, on Twitter, I feel like that's where you go to find problems.
Yeah.
Like if
100%.
you're literally an account on Twitter and you post like consistently, someone one day is going to be like, remember that thing you said
Yeah,
back
on
then
Twitter,
on
yeah.
that day? And it's like, it doesn't make sense because the people on Twitter are the people on Instagram. So why wouldn't they just say it on Instagram? And I think it's on Twitter, it's culture to drag people.
Yeah.
Like it's
And
literally
just be
like,
toxic.
You can't
Bro.
go there if you're feeling like good on your self-esteem
No,
because that
no,
thing
no,
will
no,
rip
no,
you
no.
straight.
no. I feel like if we had to manage Twitter, it would be a full-time job. Like one of us had to focus on Twitter
Yeah.
while everybody else, takes
Yeah.
care of their mental health.
I don't know how Elon finds the time because he's running like three or four
companies.
companies now.
Yeah.
And also not just like
Yeah,
not
it's
Mickey
not
Mouse
like
companies.
play.
No, not like
He's
me.
on a rocket.
Not like me. My man's doing the most, bro. He's trying to solve humanity's problems. And how does he
Yeah.
find the time to reply to everyone on Twitter? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's his vice that he takes. It's like
Yeah, it's
I
like
will
his
take
one
2 hours
release.
out of my day just to roast people if they're being mean to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
fair
like he
enough.
just wants to have fun, bro.
That
But did you
and,
see even when he made that verification, the amount of people that changed their name to Elon Musk and paid for the
Yeah,
verification?
yeah.
It
I
was
Oh,
saw that.
so-
Yeah.
That's
I was just like
ridiculous.
that sucks. That's
Yeah.
instant karma. for
But it
what
kind of
you've done.
goes to show you how ridiculous a blue tick is in the first place.
Yeah, 100%.
Like it's literally like it's a status symbol,
And
but
it's
why? 'Cause,
subconscious
like,
as well.
yeah,
Like you don't register when you're looking at it. You just see blue tick and you're just like, oh, I should listen to this.
yeah, you're like
Yeah.
relative
Like, I should trust
success
this
or like
information.
yeah.
yeah. And now if you can pay for it, it kind of puts everybody on the same level of
Yeah.
like, does it actually matter if you have a blue tick or not?
Well, yeah, it's like that thing. if everybody's special, then no one is, right?
Yeah, if
So,
everyone's Superman.
yeah.
Get
Yeah,
that
I think the
kryptonite
blue
out your
tick thing
nose.
is ridiculous, but like you say, it's definitely a status symbol and stuff. So
Necessary.
it is what it is.
Yeah, I feel like the world now, like, in terms of like free speech and social media and all that, I feel like it's like a very important conversation these days. Because like with just like Andrew Tate, with fucking Sneeko, with Kanye,
Yeah.
like everybody now is just saying the most outlandish shit.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a who can get like the world to press the button the fastest and be like, you can't do this anymore. And then
Yeah.
they're like, then they have like vindication.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so
yeah.
free speech doesn't actually
yeah,
exist,
exactly. Then there's
Yeah.
tyranny and stuff.
bro.
But yeah, I think the free speech thing is hugely important. But like you said, it's like, where do you draw the line? Because when it comes, I don't know if you guys have seen that Balenciaga
Oh yeah, all that
anti-Semitism
shit.
thing or
Yeah,
whatever.
the child
yeah,
shit.
oh my word, bro! I was really disgusted when I saw just the pictures and then the news about it. I was actually freaked out.
Bro,
to be fair.
it is quite scary,
It was
yeah.
very weird. But like, is that free speech or is that like hateful?
Yeah.
and bad for. So where do you draw that line? You know, I don't know.
100%.
But yeah, I don't know. That was.
I feel like, is it controversial? I don't know. I feel like big brands like that, you can't have free speech. I'll be
You
honest
don't
with you.
think so?
I don't think big brands of that size
No.
are allowed the same liberties as like smaller people. Yeah, you see, you fucking told the parrot to shoot and now you get fucking fruit
Don't
flies,
worry,
bro.
it's going back in its
It's
a bumblebee
Nice
coming
vibe.
in,
He's like,
bro.
what are you doing, a podcast? Goddamn.
So you think that's why like Adidas cut ties with Kanye? And stuff?
Yeah,
I
100%.
feel once you get to
Well-
a certain point, you have to understand that you are like a full-fledged business, and
Yeah.
you need to have certification of what you say and what you do.
Yeah,
Fair.
and the problem is also consistency. Like, if you look at Nando's, they're consistent on their problems. We all agree, like, they're for the people. We all agree ESCOM's shit, so they're gonna make fun of it. If they ever went on ESCOM's side, then they've fucked themselves.
Lost
Like,
already.
the brand's
Yeah.
dead. So you can't ever take a decision. You can't let a brand make a decision about a specific topic. And if you do, you have to be consistent.
You know what
Always,
it is?
in everything.
You're
Yeah.
so right, dude, because it's the continuity of it all. So, like, with comedians and stuff like that, comedians that have podcasts can say whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
But because they're comedians, you understand it. Like, it's all
Yeah, you
satire
take it
to
as a
that
joke,
point.
Yeah.
Exactly. But if
Right.
we were to, I mean, our podcast is mainly jokes, but if, like, I don't know, like a Joe Rogan or something like that, were to make jokes in that regard, people would be like, wait a minute, like,
Yeah, why
what the
you
fuck?
saying
You're so
that?
serious all the
Yeah.
time. What's happening? Like, it's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
happening to True Geordie as well now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where
But he was
made
out of
comments.
pocket, bro. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie. He was way out of
but he was
pocket,
making
bro.
jokes, boy. He was
Nah,
making
nah,
What
jokes.
was it about? What was it about?
I
fill
think
me in.
I don't know the full story, but I think because I watched his apology video, and I think that apology video was the worst thing.
It's because he had to do it
It's
again.
Let's
really
be
is,
honest,
bruh.
apology videos are never there for
Yeah.
an apology.
Just don't apologize.
It's like a
just
Bro.
don't apologize in the beginning. Just move on. Grow
Firm it and
develop.
become better.
Yeah, understand what you did, because an apology video is never good. So just
Mm.
understand what you did wrong and then
Yeah.
move on.
I
and
don't
do
think I've
better.
ever watched a good apology video or a good breakup video. Those are two videos that don't belong. They don't
Never watched a
belong.
breakup video in my life.
this man gets invested.
Bro, David Dobrik had like 60 million views on his breakup video.
Yeah, but he knew
Fucked
that,
up.
I'm
That
sure.
was his whole brand,
Yeah, that was
though.
the thing. He did it on purpose.
What
They
did-
probably
what-
broke up for clout.
Yeah.
They're probably so happy. And it's like, let's just break up.
Are you gonna cry in this video? You should. I think you should cry. The views will bang.
But
I
David
drops-
Dobrik
I
does seem like
drops.
the Jets be like, you didn't cry enough, let's retake it.
Let's
It's like,
refilm.
I'm
Yeah.
going through the motions. It's like, well, then show it.
You bitch.
Yeah, act right.
Good.
I'm breaking up with you. You understand that, right?
Good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the internet's a mess, bro. Actually.
Oh, it really is.
And it's so shit because it's like, especially with social media, like I feel like we're both in industries where it's like, if you're not on social media, you're not.
Yeah, you're not at.
Yeah.
There's no progress. Like all the sales that we get are through social media, and like luckily now we have amazing ambassadors as well. So they've been doing a lot of hard work as well.
Has it been?
It's-
Has it been like a instant gratification in the sense that you can see that the growth has been there, or has it been like a bit of a slower?
It's been a slow ride, that's for sure. I think I started it May of 2020, and only things now are starting to take off.
People, consumers are so difficult though. Like I've realized, like even for me, like I'm so dumb in my purchases, especially like with clothes purchases. Like you need to be like following them, then like I like what they do, and then like you need to go past like a few stages, and then you're like, I think I might actually buy from here, kind of thing. And it's like it takes so long for you to gain that trust as well.
But it's also like when you're only online and no one sees you to have an actual store or something. I know for me, when I was living in SA, I never bought anything online. Even if I loved what you did, I was just like, nah, I don't trust it. I'm going to pay. My money's gone. That's it. I've been scammed, you know?
100%.
But like going overseas and stuff now, I have a new appreciation for it. Because I ordered a couple things and I never got like a confirmation email. And I was like, there it goes. And it wasn't cheap either. Like I spent a few grand, and then I was like, it's gone.
An upgraded mattress.
I was like, my mattress. I was like, nah, they've taken the money and they've run with it. So I definitely understand people's like skepticism and stuff with new brands or different clothing and stuff. But I hope that we can win over the people one day and get like SA on the map, you know, clothing.
Yeah, definitely.
Or something.
It's like that you also like started it and wanted to keep it in SA almost. Like even though you were overseas, and I feel like it probably would have been less of a headache if you had like started it overseas and then just run it overseas type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought like the customer base, everyone that I know is here, and we definitely wear, especially as guys, we definitely wear like stringers or tanks or like short shorts way more than people overseas.
How's the fashion that side? And obviously I know their winters are more distinct than ours, kind of thing, because we can get away with like shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah, most of the year round. Yeah, over on that side, it's interesting because people have their cliques and stuff. So there's different types for most people, but generally it's pretty classy actually. Like people like to spend a lot of money on clothes that side, and it's funny with Norwegians especially. The more expensive the clothing, the better they think it is.
Is it still that stigma?
Yeah.
Kind of
So they love like name brand stuff, and they'll spend a lot of money on clothes. But yeah, I mean, you've got different people that only wear like thrifted stuff. You got people that only wear suits. You got people that only wear like weird whatever they can find whatever they can get their hands on, that kind of stuff. But for the most part, it's pretty cool. But and you also go through all 4 seasons. So you got the summer, so like ladies go into summer dresses, gents generally wear like linen and those kind of things. So it's definitely like like you rarely see people walking around in like shorts and a t-shirt there. It's more like linen or dresses, whatever the case may be, which is nice in a sense, but it also creates a little bit of
because then you have to fall like
exactly
kind of thing. Like
I sometimes go out just like in a tank top and shorts and like slops or something, and people, you know, they look twice. Like,
are you okay?
What is this guy doing? And I look very Norwegian as well, you know. So it's like why are you dressing like this type of thing? But it's all good on that side.
What was like the biggest culture shock for you moving over to that side?
I think just the social part of it, definitely.
The Cape Town situation.
Oh, really? Is Cape Town bad?
No, I'm saying, are they just like cliquey like that side, or is it?
Yeah, majorly cliquey. But I mean, I've got a few Norwegian friends, and they're amazing people. But they've also travelled, so they understand a little bit.
Oh, he's back! For fuck's sake!
What are you guys talking about?
Norway.
I've been to Norway.
But they've travelled a little bit, so they understand how the world works. And people that have just grown up in Norway, stayed in Norway, they don't know anything else except for Norway. And socializing in that sense is incredibly difficult, because if you've only got Norway to talk about and like your immediate friend groups, you know, like there's only so much we can talk about before we hit a war.
Very true.
And like I can speak when I need to, but if you're not giving me anything, then it's like, okay,
that's very true.
Yeah, then I'm done.
Is Norway like quite conservative, or
it's like half and half, I would say. Like you're free to do whatever you want, but also if you step out, then like it kind of goes on your record a little bit.
Okay.
So like drinking is an excuse. Like everything's clean on the record. If you're drunk, it doesn't really matter. It's fine. But like if you're almost like a black sheep or whatever, then they don't like keep you in the friend group or whatever. People get dropped out of friend groups like this, bro. Yeah, I've heard mad stories. Like guys say one comment or whatever, like one slightly out of pocket comment, then it's done.
Like
Out of the friend group, out of the friend group, or you can't socialize with the girlfriend group anymore. So it's very strange, and I think because it's such a small country, like everybody knows everybody, especially if you don't stay in the big city, then if you fall out of your clique, then it's done. It's done for you.
Overs.
Yeah, it's done. So, but I mean, coming back home, bro, you greet everyone that you see, you greet. Shop attendants, you have a nice chat with them. I love going shopping here just because I get to chat to people. It's like, how's your day? What are you doing? When do you get off? Those kind of things. In Norway, I did that in the beginning, and people almost just ignore you. Like they don't want to know. They don't want to know your story. They don't want to tell you theirs. So
it's so
it's
weird.
like, it's so strange, I swear. And everything's quiet. You go shopping, it's quiet. There's no music playing. Nobody's talking. And if you do make a noise, then you're like the weird one.
I wouldn't thrive in Norway.
I was gonna say you would literally.
I'd be deported in minutes. Bro. Are you mad?
Lives would laugh once. It's like.
Yeah.
Get the fuck.
So do you see the sign? Right to reserve.
While we're using the right.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Like South Africa is such a social place, and overseas, even in places like Spain. Okay, Spain's way more social than Norway, but we went to Spain in the summer, and just being on the train or the underground, whatever, everybody's on their phone, listening to music, not really chatting. There's a few people that talk, but in Norway, dead quiet. You're on that train, bro. It sounds like if you close your eyes, you would think you're the only person on that train. You can't hear a thing. That's
crazy.
Weird, yeah. It's very weird. There was when I was working as a waiter, there was a lady that told me a story, because there's like the restaurants here, and then there's apartment blocks just a little further on. And one of the ladies lives in that apartment blocks, came to eat, and she was telling me the story that they had a petition signed to cut the trees down around the apartment blocks because the birds were making too much noise.
No way, dude.
No, bro.
Birds. Like a little bit of chirping in the morning, bro.
That should be nice. That should be a nice thing to wake up to be like, oh, I mean, you don't even know we've had it.
Bro, imagine you come visit and you hear Hardy-Dar, bro, for the first time.
The government's gonna hear about this.
Yeah, literally, where's the petition? We need to get rid of these things. It was ridiculous, bro. Like, and in Norway, I mean, they got like, what do you call ravens? But I've never actually heard them make any noise. And they got those little birds. I don't know what the name of them are either, but yeah, I mean, they couldn't have been making that much noise.
Yeah.
And all the houses are super insulated, so how do you even hear the birds?
For me, the UK, I feel is so. Was it in UK or in Norway? That side.
Which one?
The
bird story in Norway.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. For me, Europe just seems. Like they'll complain for less.
Bro.
It's first world problems, bro.
Bro, that's the thing. I was gonna say, do you think with load shedding and everything, do you think we have time to complain about birds?
Bro. No, bro.
Can you sign this petition to kill all Hardy-Dars? Bro, can I just get power in my house, man?
Yo, please. We don't even have lights.
Bro.
Literally. It's a strange place, and like you say, first world problems. I definitely believe in that because they got so much free time, they just create problems out of nothing.
Yeah, facts.
And here, everyone just makes jokes because what else could you do, bro? If you don't make jokes, you're not gonna survive here. So you just make a joke, move on with it, and then that's the end of that.
Maybe that's why we're so chipper, bro. We
100%.
just find joy.
I genuinely believe it. When I flew in and had to go through customs, there were so many South Africans coming home, bro. Like I think there was 5 planefuls of us that just all piled out at the same time. So those lines were mad. They were going up and down the entire customs side of the airport. They actually opened up the foreigner line for us. For all the South Africans, because that's how many of us there were.
That's awesome.
And I remember being in line, and those lines take forever, bro.
Yeah.
And we're all in it. Like, we just have to wait. That's it. Like, there's nothing we can do that can rush it. And people are just making jokes and having a good old time. And we've all just got off however many hours flights, and everyone's still kind of chipper. So it's nice to see.
South Africans there.
That's a nice thing to hear, man.
I love South Africans, bro. There's nothing that will turn me against this country, bro.
That's what most people say, that I speak to that have gone overseas and stuff. They're like, people overseas are nothing like South Africans.
South Africans are one of a kind. 100%.
Yeah, very true. Love us and hate us.
Yeah.
Or just hate us. like David
We
does.
don't fucking care.
Yeah, we don't fucking care. Ain't shit gonna change, brother. God
I do
damn.
hope some of our problems get solved though. Like,
Oh, pray for it, dude.
like this load shedding. Bro, I was driving today and I got to a green robot. You know, it's so weird saying that again. Green robot, green traffic light, green robot. And I was like, what does this mean? I was like, does this mean it's working or?
Even when we were talking about like how chipper like South Africans are, it's like we don't complain about much. It's like if you were to tell someone first world country to drive down a road and expect every light to be out and then not be mad, I'm like,
Yeah.
no, that's impossible.
And swerve potholes. I'm out there feeling like a Michael Schumacher, bro. I'm just there like, I'm going around corners.
Even so, like last night, one of my boys was following me because he didn't know the route to where we were going,
Yeah.
and I knew the route, and I knew there was a pothole, so I had to dramatically swerve. Like I knew it was there, but I was like, let me swerve so that he can see
knows,
that it's
yeah.
there. And I'm like, that's such a fucked mentality. Because
Yeah.
me, it's like it's normal. It's like I don't want him to fucking throw his car in
Yeah.
a ditch.
Yeah,
Like,
get
dude.
lost there, bro.
Bro.
That whole car's gone.
Dude.
Bro, I've seen some of these potholes. A car will get lost in there.
Bro,
genuinely.
serious
Genuinely,
potholes, dude.
yeah,
Fucked
it's
up.
done. And if it's been raining a little bit and there's water in the pothole, bro, I just avoid all water on the
I
road.
stay,
Yeah.
I stay in Lonio and there's one road where it's like it always gets you. It's like, oh, it's just a puddle. And I remember we were driving my car. My car is like, it doesn't get scratched on anything. Lebs and Bill's car, they all get scratched. But
Yeah.
my car is like a bit of a 4x4. It's not. It's a Ford Figo. And then that thing got
4x4,
dusted
bro.
by the puddle, and I was just like, yeah, cool. I'm just gonna turn on music, maybe get on my car, and just cry.
You're humble, bro. When you hit a pothole, you're humble, bro.
Bro,
I've
so
never in
humble.
my whole life.
God
It's
damn.
the worst when you just see it, like you know you're hitting this thing at like 90, and it's like, fuck, okay.
The worst is when
Yeah.
you're with
Yeah.
other people in your car because they make it such a big deal,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
just want to be in pain.
My neck,
Yeah.
so. Better call Discovery, like you will not do it.
Bro has to claim health insurance, bro.
Ha, I'm Michael de Briley.
I got fucked up by
By the pothole crash.
Oh, it's such
That's
a
also
mess.
another strange thing, hey, is like medical insurance and stuff.
Uh.
Because
For me,
there's
even
none of
when
that stuff that's-
Discovery and Dow Direct teamed up to make Pothole Patrol, where they
really?
work together to now fix potholes. It's
Oh,
like,
really?
if you've ever seen insurance companies like, we need to sort this out because
Yeah,
our
it's costing
premiums
us too
are
much.
way
Yeah.
Right. Someone said it to me the other day, and it sounded very like, in practice, yeah, this is the smartest shit I've ever heard in my life. But it's like, the way to fix the country is find a problem and then solve it.
Yeah.
Like, don't go and look at the broader overarching issue. It's
Yeah.
like, no, what is this problem?
Yeah.
Fix this problem. And I'm like, if you work everything one to one, eventually it'll actually just,
Yeah, just
be
solved.
fixed.
Yeah, be solved.
yeah. God
Yeah.
forbid we ever could, but you know,
we
it's
started a podcast and we said, there's no problems, let's start a podcast.
and then we get load shedded halfway through an episode. Are you mad?
Has that happened?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, bro.
when you
It's
did
gone.
Ross's episode, the first one, literally, I think it was before, like, we had all the notifications and everything, so we were just guessing. And she says, and just dropped, and we we're like,
Go.
well, it's audio only tonight,
Yeah, I
guys.
guess it's gonna be an actual
Jeez.
podcast today and not a TV show.
yeah, not the YouTube videos.
Yeah, fucked up, bro.
So what are your guys' plans for like 1 year, 5 years for the podcast? What do you want to
Ooh.
be doing?
What are your plans, David? I know our general plans, but I don't think you come to those meetings.
No, he comes. He just doesn't come.
He's there.
Full
He's just not there.
success. Full success.
Whenever we
Big
like
bang.
talking about, oh no, we want to have this many followers, this many. It's like, I wonder how many fans I can fucking that.
Bro, why they
really
expose
up-
you every episode, bro?
I'm
They
here for
expose
the
you
bag
every
now.
I don't want the girls, I want the money.
episode. Yeah, bro.
But if that would happen, I would be fine.
He does it himself. Don't tell
Yeah.
us that we out there.
Okay, fair.
He's a fucking-
Okay, fair. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Like
we were
saying.
literally looking. So there's a podcast now. I'm not gonna put names because I don't want to give free advertising to that side. But they were charging an absorbent amount
Bro,
of money for doing an advert
ridiculous.
and
Oh,
everything,
really?
like close to 100K. For an
Rand?
ad, for they make the advert for you and they run the podcast and then they post it onto Instagram. And even just to
Jeez.
get a shout out was 18,000 Rand from them.
What?
Just
And I was
for a
like-
shout out.
And I was like,
How many subs did they have?
not. I mean, like it was 20,000 followers on Instagram. I'm not sure what the numbers are on
I
Spotify
think-
and stuff.
I think they view
YouTube.
on YouTube as well.
The
I think
YouTube
their
were
YouTube
like
is
in the 12K,
Yeah,
20K,
I
something
mean,
like that.
that's good.
I mean, it's good, but it's for me, it's not warranting because if they're charging that
100K,
amount,
bro,
I can't imagine
you're
what
mad.
David Dobrik was charging for views for
Bro.
his
Yeah.
adverts
But
that he did.
For me, there's not a lot of South Africans doing this.
Mm.
And
No,
the
100%.
ones you want to target South Africans, you have to use someone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if he's the top in his game, he's going to be paying the exact same amount David Dobrik is. Like, that's just how it is. So
yeah,
only-
that's valid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't like that. That's true.
You guys have just got to overtake them, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
we
think you
do
can
like
do it as well.
We
I think you
earn
guys
bigger
can do
money faster. It's actually...
Yeah.
So I mean that for me would be a big thing where, like, for me, to the point to which we could literally get a salary from this and say, oh, we could contemplate like not doing
Yeah,
our day
done.
jobs.
Mm.
For me, that would be a beautiful thought for me.
Yeah. Because did you study
I
or
studied with hairdressing for like 3 years. I did like a
Okay.
diploma and everything,
okay,
but
nice.
didn't do the varsity stuff.
Yeah. No,
No?
bro. Honestly, I wasn't going to either, so I completely get that side.
Mm. Varsity is so charring, bro.
Where did
Like-
you go again? Did you go to Wits or
Monash.
Monash?
Monash.
Monash.
He's Australian.
Monash is like Australian.
Is it online or?
No, it was here. So we had a Monash,
It
South
was here, now
Africa.
it left. Or
Unfortunately, you read the farm of the future.
Fucked up, dude. Literally in my last sim, they were busy talking about like I heard. So I got back to uni after like going to lunch, and then there's a big crowd of people like congregating in the quad.
Because I remember
Bro,
you were scared.
And then I was trying to figure out what was going on, and I heard from someone they're like, apparently our qualification won't be valid. I said, wait, hold on, what the fuck is that,
you
bro?
telling me in last sem? Last sem.
Bro,
that it's not
last
gonna be
sim,
bad.
I'm about to finish. But yeah, no, they figured it out. They sold it to IIE, so the
Okay,
people
last
learn
sem.
like VC and all of that. But I still
Okay.
got like the Australian like degree and the South African degree.
Okay, nice.
But I only show the Australian because it's
Gets further.
yeah, bro. But that was my whole thing with
That's
going there was like, it would be nice to have that international degree. Just
Yeah.
even if it's just to be here, it would just also put you like
Yeah, 100%.
yeah. But yeah, I studied marketing, and the only way I use it in my life now is because of this.
Yeah.
Like it's like if there
Well-
was no podcast, I wouldn't use what I studied.
Well, that's like so ideal, bro. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're using the thing that you studied for in a way that you enjoy it. So
Yeah, 100%.
Like
Yeah.
what more is there, you know?
Very
That's like,
true.
That's what you want.
And it was like, it's nice because it's like, I don't know, looking at marketing in terms of like business and corporate and all of those kinds of things, is like, it does seem very, very structured. So like me as an employee, if I have an idea that I want to run with, there's so many like hurdles you have to jump through, and you can believe it's the best idea ever, but if it doesn't make it past all the hurdles, you can't use it.
Yeah, that's
So
done.
it's like in the podcast, at least I don't ask questions
Yeah.
because they don't care. They're just like, they see a reel and they're like, lives.
That's
Send
it.
it.
Yeah.
Or like we can have like an organic conversation about like how we want shit to look, or
Yeah.
what we want to like, I don't know, do
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
Like even with the whole Vaabs Boy Summer thing, it's like, it's a very cool. Yes, dude, when last for Vaabs Boy Summer? It felt weird coming out of my mouth.
Oh,
I was just like, when last did we say
Ticked off
those
all the
words?
things and now you're done, bro.
No, I
Have
wish
we?
you probably have.
I haven't. No, I haven't learnt a new
Would you
skill.
like to do a check-in? Torbs, would you
Yeah,
like to do a check-in?
A check-in,
See
bro.
if you accidentally have done it.
I definitely haven't done all of them because I haven't even been to like a festival yet or anything.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
You have
and
to
Mike
take your
Betts, I
girl
haven't
to
seen
a
Mike Betts, so
Ah.
yeah, we're gonna
Oh.
have to do some.
You've only got till the, 20th of January?
22nd, yeah.
22nd of Jan.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll see him.
Yeah, definitely.
We went from seeing him like no times ever, like
Bro,
once in a
literally
blue moon.
once
to see
a
him, like
year.
All the time.
3 weeks in
Dude,
a
literally all the time. I accidentally ended up like in Rosebank the one day, and then he was just there at a table with all my like friends of friends, and I was just like, "What the fuck, dude?" And he's like, he was telling the one dude, he's like, "Dude, I've literally seen this guy more in the past like 2 months than I have in my entire life." It's
bro.
so weird how
crazy.
life works like that, bro.
Just catching December vibes. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's such a good time.
Here to fucking. Oh, have you been in Norway for December?
Yeah,
before?
1 December during
Yeah.
the COVID lockdown of 2020.
Oh,
I
okay.
I was
was
gonna ask, was it Vibes that side?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Actually,
bro.
to be fair, like I had a roommate at the time. He was also South African, like half Norwegian as well. I met him in a city called Trondheim, which is like further up north from Oslo in Norway, and we stayed together for a couple of years. And he was amazing, bro. Like invited me away with his family and stuff, so I stayed with his family. So it was was really nice that Christmas actually, and we had snow the day after Christmas,
Okay.
and that was pretty cool to like
yeah.
experience a white winter or whatever. Just have like a ton of snow outside, and it's, you know, you're warm inside, you have hot chocolate, you're just watching movies, and outside's like
that's cool,
snowing
man.
and stuff.
Yeah.
It is pretty cool, but I'll take this
Any
day of the week, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
I love it, yeah.
Especially because like December is such a, like it's an energy.
Yeah,
like
it's such
this.
a good time.
Yo, I don't
We're
wanna
not
look
looking.
over there.
Oh my god!
Yeah, no, it's creeping on us, shit, eh? It's creeping on us.
Every time I look, I'm like,
Yeah, I know, bro. This is something I've missed as well a lot, because there's hardly any lightning and thunderstorms there.
and for me, I thought I'd like during winter for us, like I'd die out because I'm like I just want some rain, man. So I can't imagine for you like 24/7 kind of thing.
Yeah, no, it's
Does it rain at all? Or
Yeah.
is it like
it rains actually relatively often, but it's not like here where you get a thunder shower in the afternoon. It's done. Comes down hard for whatever, like 30 minutes, 1 hour, then it's done.
Yeah.
There it'll rain for like 3 days, bro.
I hate
Straight.
that
Yeah.
consistency,
Really?
'cause
And, like-
it's light.
Yeah, it's,
Oh, is it the
it's
light
light.
one?
Apparently, there's like 20 different words for rain in Norwegian. There's like sleet,
Hectic.
hail, like raindrop. I don't know, bro. There's just like
Hectic.
20 different words for it. It's crazy.
Mm.
So yeah, I really do not like the rain there. I prefer the snow over the rain, to be fair, because the snow is a little bit easier to deal with. Because rain just makes everything wet, right?
Yeah.
But
okay.
snow, at least you can kind of just
Navigate.
doesn't make
Dust
dust wet.
off
Yeah,
almost.
dust off, then it's
Yeah.
done. But the summers there are actually a really good time. Like the whole of Europe in summer is actually really lovely. So
How's the daylight that side in summer? is it
Well,
is it as bad as like all the like videos and stuff say? It's
or like the midnight sun and
yeah.
stuff. It's actually almost exactly midnight for a couple. I don't want to say as long as a couple weeks, but maybe like 1 or 2 weeks. We've got midnight sun.
My body clock would be so
Jeez.
screwed.
Bro,
It
I'd
is
be
very
so
confusing, because you'd be like, when I was working at the restaurant, you'd finish a shift at
Plastered.
whatever it is, like 11, and then they're like, yeah, you want to stay for a beer? So it's like, yeah, okay, I'll have a beer. And then you're sitting out at the top, just looking out on the ocean, and it's
just
like
daylight.
11, and it's still light
Bro.
outside. It's like this.
That would be so
Fuck.
And
confusing.
yeah, it's very weird, bro. You get home, and then, you know, by like 1, 2, the sun's set, and it's darkish. And then it's up at whatever, 4 or 5 in the morning
So
again.
weird.
It's
South
very
Africans
strange.
couldn't deal with that, bro.
No.
If our son only said that too, groove would go on until like 4 or 5 in
Well,
the morning.
that's how it is in Spain, bro.
Oh, is it?
People only go out in Spain at like 1, 2.
Fuck.
Earliest. Like clubs only start opening at 1 or 2, bro.
That's crazy.
That's
dude.
nuts, dude. And in Cape Town, it's like not similar, but it's like 11. Like 11's the
Oh,
time.
really?
Like 11's the time shit opens.
But Joburg
Oh,
has
right.
shifted recently.
Is
Like
it?
we've
To
definitely
later?
got like even now when I do bartending, like I've noticed that like it only starts pumping at like 11, 12. Like that's the busiest time.
It's
Like
so
there
weird.
are
eh?
people there, but I think overall we've taken a big shift compared to when we were going
Yeah.
out as like kids.
Well,
Yeah.
people are staying up later now, I think.
Yeah, very
So-
true.
And going to bed later, so...
Remote working, I guess, as well.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel
But-
like COVID did do a hectic shift, bro.
Yeah.
No one
Well,
wants
I
to
mean,
be
it was kind of the
indoors.
opposite for South Africa, right? Because you guys had curfew for
Yo.
ages. I think
Bruh,
even last year when I was
Don't
here,
talk
there
to
was
us
a
about
curfew.
that shit, dude. That sounds like a
PTSD.
fucking another life.
Bro.
I do
It
not
does,
remember
eh?
having a curfew. What the fuck?
It does, eh?
And remember it
Doesn't-
was a solid 10. Like
Yeah, it was 10 p.m., bro.
It was
Yeah.
10 p.m.
It's better.
That's how it works.
We
No,
we
10
weren't
PM,
allowed
bro.
on the roads. That is fucking weird. I forgot
Yeah.
that happened. Fully.
And I think it was still around last year when I was here.
Oh no, I mean we literally only
Really?
got rid of the masks July.
Yeah, like
so it
midway
was like
this
July,
year,
and
bro.
then just before that, I think our curfew just finished around.
Rona is
May or
ridiculous,
so.
bro. I genuinely can't believe that happened.
Yeah,
At
dude.
all.
Literally
That
feels a
makes-
lifetime ago.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, sorry,
Is he walking like
Yeah.
he's an artist there?
I wanted it.
so I wanted to ask, so we're talking about
Yeah.
COVID. How did your business thrive during COVID? Because we in South Africa, I'll give you context, in South Africa, in marketing, in my job, I was in my business.
Yeah, what
And
do you do,
everything
by
we-
the way? Sorry if you don't mind me interjecting.
Sure. So
Thank goodness you've
um,
asked. I've been trying to figure out for like a year now.
Talk to your friends,
I love my
David.
friends, man. So no, I had a digital marketing agency, like I owned one, and then I
Nice.
fucking stopped that because running a business is terrible. So
Yeah.
congrats to you.
Thank you.
But then, moved into just a corporate marketing position at the moment. So when I was running my company there in 2020, I was in Cape Town, and everything went fucking digital. Everyone needed like to just boost digital things.
Yeah.
And I know orders, like e-commerce, shot through the roof, like a lot. So I wanted to ask, did COVID help you, or did it kind of create problems?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question. I think it's tough to tell just because, like, we didn't launch anything outside of COVID, so I don't really know what it would have been like. Yeah, because if people are, obviously gyms are closed, right? And we brought in, like, the Vikings thing is under the umbrella of Benji-Kings, so if gyms were open, would that have boosted sales? I'm not sure. But I think people being at home and wanting to shop around and stuff still, you know, I think ladies get that itch, bro. They just need to, like, buy clothing or something. So I think everyone being at home and stuff, being exposed to it a little bit, then I think it helped the sales a little bit, but maybe not as much as it would have been if COVID wasn't a thing. But if I start something new, I'll let you know. Outside of COVID, hopefully we don't have to go through that again.
Yeah,
because I genuinely do not want to go through that again. But
it was terrible.
It was a rough time.
I mean, for the fact that you pushed it all through that side, like, I feel like anything now is going to be a breeze at that point.
Yeah, actually, to be fair,
I
could survive COVID.
The worst part of the business.
So, in terms of Benji-Kings, is Vikings, like, specifically the fitness apparel side of it?
Yeah.
So, would you say that you have, like, an overarching goal of just to have many different types of clothing, or?
Yeah, I mean, that would be incredible. Obviously, it would take a couple of years to get there. I just thought maybe fitness was the easiest thing, just because I do it. I enjoy the gym. I've been doing it for years, and it's like a nice release for me. So I thought having clothing that I want to wear or like to wear, then, you know, if I own it, then it's like easier. You know, I like the stuff. I can make it how I want it and with the materials I want. So that would be that's actually one of the goals, to be fair. Like, have like a luxury, whatever, like suits and dresses, like high-end, those kind of things. Have streetwear, have gym stuff,
That's dope.
I don't think I'd ever get into, like, outdoor hiking and stuff.
That's where I draw that line.
It's not really my thing.
Yeah,
but it'd be cool. There's a lot of things I want to bring out for the streetwear now. It's just narrowing down a supplier. That's the hard part. But it's fun, bro. It's a lot of learning curves. So
and it's nice because, like, with clothing, you can branch into so many different things as well. Like, if you get bored of the fitness stuff, like you said, like, focus on the streetwear side of everything.
Exactly. Because I don't want Benji-Kings to just be, because Nike is predominantly fitness, right? But then they've got like the deals with Drake and with Jordan and all of those things. So now everyone wears the shoes, and then Drake's stuff is kind of like, it's
the
like
Nocta
streetwear,
stuff,
the Nocta stuff. It looks sick as well.
But sick, dude.
But it must be mad expensive.
I haven't even checked, dude.
Yeah, I know. I need to look. But, like, I think it would be cool to have one thing that covers all of it, but having, like, a parent company and then just have a bunch of different things under the umbrella is, I think it's fun as well, you know. And people can, like, associate with the brand stronger, I think. Because if Benji-Kings, let's say, for example, did dresses, fitness wear, swimming stuff, underwear, whatever it may be, then I guess people would be entrusted to the brand. But if people are gym heads or gym rats and they really love the Viking stuff, then they associate with Vikings only, and there's nothing else that's with them and stuff, you know. So it's kind of like it's kind of how I feel about, like, Confessions ZA. People are, like, so attracted to that brand, bro, and they just love it. Like, no matter what, I don't know who owns it. That guy's done a very good job at staying inconspicuous, but he, like, whenever he drops stuff, that stuff sells out.
Yeah, very true.
And people just have such a strong connection with.
And it's so weird. Like David was saying the other day, how it's literally like all he did was like start posting people's like confessions, bro. And now it literally like goes into like merch, and then like the
beer pongs
and the Jengas, and then the TikTok videos now as well, and the interviews, the draws, and
very cool,
bro.
I think his big thing that he did was he established brand loyalty before he had anything to sell.
Yeah.
So it's literally like this loyalty that people are like, oh, I love this page so much, and it's like, oh, if you want to support it more, it is. And I think that's ideally how you want to go, but
100%.
that idea is 1 in a million.
Yeah, whoever started is definitely a genius, because
we'll find out one day.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah, whoever knows him, shout out to us, and then
he's
we'll have him
in
in
a podcast. Like he's shown his face.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Has he?
He's been on radios. He's been on podcasts.
Oh, I didn't know that.
come on the podcast. You can stay anonymous. Stay off
Yeah,
the camera.
yeah. Blow your
that's
face
sad.
out.
I was trying to figure out the other day how to like replicate his success. To be fair, because like my personal long-term goals is I just want to have my fingers in as many pies as possible, and just like be in different industries and like doing whatever. And I was trying to think, how do you replicate the success of Confessions? And I still haven't come up with like a solution, because
It is an interesting fucking case study. But even he'll say like it took him years and years to do it. Like literally, I think it was like 2 or 3 years of running the page before it properly like
exploded.
took off.
We've had the conversation before about like Confessions was one of the examples. Is like it's definitely a case of like something going viral. It's a good idea. That's something that could go viral, couldn't, or it could not go viral.
Yeah.
And you just take the gamble almost. So like, if you did it for like 3 years, running a page, and then it just so happened to go viral. Like if you look at Kamilami, the guy from TikTok,
Kabilami.
sorry, like things like that. You know, like he's doing something funny and cool, but as soon as it goes viral for something like that, and everyone starts talking about it, that's when that business kind of kicks off.
Yeah,
you know? And like.
100%.
You've got to try to figure out something that you're willing to just keep doing until someone catches on and it goes
until
on.
it kicks off eventually.
It's so weird, and I feel like that's the world we live in at the moment.
Yeah.
Virality runs the
The
world.
most
Virality.
annoying thing as well, it's the weird consistency. So there's a guy, he does this thing where he puts weird food in like alcohol.
Oh,
And
yeah,
like,
I've seen him, bro. He's so cool.
So
bro.
and
I
this is
love
the
that
annoying
guy.
part. So he leaves it for a week, then he goes and takes a shot. But he goes and he normally takes a spoon of whatever he's put there. Then he says something called Dibosia, and then he says bone apple teeth, and he literally has made merch for Dibosia and bone apple teeth, and sold completely. And it's like this. It's such a dumb thing that it's a consistent catchphrase that he can just sell now
Yeah.
for no other reason.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So weird.
people like subscribers are digital currency now, bro.
Yeah.
It's if you've got a following, you can sell anything to anyone. Look at these OnlyFans girls, bro. That are, I don't know. I saw, because I don't have TikTok, but I've got Instagram, and sometimes I go through like the reels and stuff. This guy showed a thing like, do you guys know Bad Baby?
Yeah.
And she made $53 million
Fuck off.
off her OnlyFans last year.
Bro.
No,
And
bro.
she netted $43 million after tax.
That's $1 million a week.
$43 million.
It doesn't make sense, bro.
And she wasn't
For
even posting like
OnlyFans.
nudes. I remember that as well. Like it
I
wasn't
don't know.
like full nude and all of that.
$43 million, bro.
I
That's
remember.
like, that's close to R1 billion, bro.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
For Nash. For Vaabs. Someone said it was mad. They're like, it's weird. Porn addiction's weird because you're addicted to other gents getting pussy. That's kind of mad. I'm like, damn, boy. That's tough. Yeah. Dude, OnlyFans is mad. Like, if you made bank off of OnlyFans during like 2020, like COVID times, like,
I want to
Fuck
see
me,
if a
dude.
gent could do it. I want to see.
Harry
Mainly
Jowsey
because I'll
does
start. But
it. Harry Jowsey does it.
Harry Jowsey?
Have you ever watched Short Handle?
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that
The French
Australian
gent,
dude. Yeah. He does his OnlyFans pretty well.
But $43 million, bro. Are you mad? Like,
Bro.
And as well, it's like once you get that money, I would hire the most erotic storyteller ever. It's like, here's the account. You can talk to everyone.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
going to be
yeah.
a part of this.
She's not replying to anyone on that account.
she's got 5 people working in the basement,
Yeah.
bro, just replying to gents.
I'll give you $1,000.
Imagine
that's-
making like millions and like a business and an empire off of just your body.
Yeah, I've just taken photos. That's
so weird.
That's
Imagine how
crazy.
weird, like your assistant, like, cool, I'm going to need full frontal. I'm going to need this angle.
You say this, but you were gonna make me do that for you.
Yes, One day we'll start the
That's
OnlyFans and
real
Lebs is
friendship
going
right
to be
there. That's
Sorry,
real friendship.
I don't think that. I think it crosses over real friendship.
Dave,
It's
I'm going to
something
need that
else.
butthole perky, babe.
That's family.
Lebs, I'm trying.
David, I got you a new gauge to open it up. Oh my god. Don't do that. We're respectable. Anyway.
I'll open up myself.
Oh god damn. I'd still do it for you, David.
I appreciate you.
Sure.
Yeah,
That's
facts.
That's
blood
love
ties. That's blood
That's
ties.
blood ties, boy. That's our families, our children's children are indebted to each other, bro. God damn.
Can't leave each other after that. Bro.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I feel like I already can't fucking leave it. But it's so bad. People genuinely think like we live together.
Oh, really?
I saw someone from high school the other day, and they were like, "Oh, where's Lebs? I thought you guys would be at the hip." I'm like, "He works for a living. I want to go to his work, but he won't let me."
Good. That's why the podcast bags. Are you okay?
I just got the hiccups now. You guys talk. I'm just.
Don't be fucking immature, please. Professionalism.
Professionalism. Just don't have hiccups, bro.
Idiot.
It's so childish, dude. Even when he said he had tonsillitis, David's recovering from tonsillitis. He had it like 2 days ago. I was just like, how childish to have tonsils, bro. Why didn't you get them taken out?
Nah, I'm fine now.
What are you doing out here with tonsils, bro?
I was so pissed off as well because I thought it was like just a sore throat, and then like I went to the doctor and it took him 3 seconds. He put like the tongue depressor on. He's like, "Oh, you've got tonsils. I'm writing you an antibiotic." And I was like, "Thanks."
You've been discharged from
Yeah,
work. Dear valued customer.
Dear valued customer.
Fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, subscribers are definitely like digital currency of the future, man. Like Bitcoin, all of that stuff. It'll be
this
there,
world is advertising now.
Yeah,
And like
it's
that's
just
Yeah,
ads,
that's
bro.
very true.
the subscribers are
It's
the
just
money.
ads.
I think that's the
I
scary
mean, we love you guys. You guys want money to us.
Yeah,
We
shout
love
out all
you.
the subscribers.
one-to-one. How much does David value every single one of you? If you had to put up...
$43 million.
Unless you subscribe to the Patreon, I don't want you.
Oh,
I'm
God
kidding.
damn.
We love you.
Well, I mean, you guys provide like a lot of entertainment. At least for me, I dived down a rabbit hole of your guys' content for a while before exams, obviously, because during exams I was trying to stay serious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like watch video after video after video, and it's just
That's beautiful.
yeah, it's just good vibes, bro. Like you guys are laughing, having a good time. Like I love it. I don't know why it isn't bigger, to be fair. Like
Oh, shut, man.
It's what you were saying, bro,
appreciate
about
it.
that, like, getting out there and, like, advertising to people. Because once people see it,
yeah,
like, they rate it and they're
Yeah,
like, oh, yeah,
exactly.
this is
Yeah.
something that I, like, enjoy and want to follow.
yeah.
But it's just getting in front of their eyes. Especially because I'm not going to fucking rage about the algorithm again. I won't let them win, bro. Fuck.
Talking about the business thing and then digital currency. I was just thinking, have you guys ever heard that thing of like if you could get a million people to give you R1, that's R1 million, right?
Yeah.
I was just thinking, you know how wild it is to think that like our follower base, if they were all doing like a R5 a month, which is nothing, it's a coin.
Those clutching
Yeah,
out
it's
our
one
fans.
coin.
So yeah.
That's
Yeah,
5,000 rand a month.
Fuck 'em out.
Start the
I'm not
OnlyFans,
joking.
baby.
If all of them gave us R5, where the fuck would it be us?
I'm just exploring the idea. Like it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting that
1,000
like
It is
it's
very
that it's actually that easy because you've got 1,000 people that are interested in your content.
Yeah.
Five
Very
rand's
true.
nothing a month.
Yeah.
R5, it's a coin,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
I'm
you're
sure
getting
people have lost
5,000 rand.
People have lost R5. Like it's in your pocket. You take your phone out, it falls out the pocket.
Was
Yeah,
serious.
we're gonna be this 40% soon.
I'm surprised it hasn't come sooner
Yeah.
because
It's
it's
blessing
night
us.
time over there.
It's holding off.
It's
It's
blessing
holding
us.
It's like, can you guys just
Coming
fucking...
from that side.
Jesus Christ.
Is this thing like attached fully, or can I like?
Oh,
grab
we
it
can't do the quick pull up, but even my whole thing came out now. This is
and-
I'm sure we'll be fine for a while.
for
A
a
little
while.
Bro, have you seen that sky behind you, bro?
Boy.
I guess, I guess like
R5 the tickets.
No, fuck off. I'm finished with that.
Ultra
What I wanted to
1,000
say-
rand.
Rain.
To finish off on Benji-Kings, where can people find you? Where can people find your merch? Where can people follow you to go check out what you're offering?
Yeah, thank you. We got like obviously all the social media and stuff like TikTok and Instagram, and I think we're on YouTube as well. It's all just Benji-Kings, and I think the Instagram is benji.kings, and then benjikings.com is where you can shop for everything. So, wow, bro, there was a massive like,
He's like, I can't even plug right now. That was
That was serious.
that was
boy.
a serious one. But
Yeah.
it's just on the website. Everything's there. I promise the rands are coming soon because I know everybody hates the dollar stuff, but I'm fighting with the guys at the bank, so it is coming soon. And I just wanted to say thank you for everyone that supported it, and thank you to you guys for having me.
No, it's been
amazing.
Man.
Oh, happiness,
we'd love to have you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wild ride in the future, and I'm happy that we can go along with it together. So
Yeah,
I'm excited for the
100%.
future. Vaabs Benji, baby.
Why have you taken this
the
out?
whole thing
fell
came
off.
apart. Like, this came off. This came off. It's been a bit hectic this time, but I'm happy.
You managed it well.
Last sentiment to entrepreneurs that are looking to start something. Do you have advice?
don't wait. Just start it. Whatever your idea is, start it and figure it out. Obviously, if things cost a little bit of cash, try and do things as cheaply as possible. Not to say that it must take like a hit on your product or whatever, but you don't want to just be throwing money at an idea and then, nothing comes of it or anything like that. But don't wait, man. Just start. And also networking. Networking is huge.
Oh God, if I could we could have a whole episode on networking, man. The amount of shit I've seen people do because they know someone.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Game in life.
It's honestly crazy. Like people getting jobs just because they know someone. People getting hired and promoted just because they know someone. It's ridiculous.
I mean, relatively Lebs, and maybe you. Yeah, you and Lebs are probably one of the only people I know that haven't got their job out of nepotism. Like fully. Like
Really?
even your first job though was nepotism, but regardless other than that, this one yourself was all you. But like the amount, like I could count on my fingers how many people I know that have got their job fully out of like pure, not luck.
I
but
know
in
a
the
guy
sense,
who
like,
knows a
The
guy.
hard work and
Oh.
applying themselves. Yeah.
nepotism runs the world.
But I mean, even my job now, I only found out about it because of someone that I knew.
There we go.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah. It's who you know, man. And connections, I think, are everything.
And it's so dumb as well because it's like, oh, I know your friend. You must be a hard worker. Let me hire you. And it's like, what?
exactly, yeah.
Connections
How-
are stronger
how
than
they're
the
the same
rand,
people.
dude. I swear
Yeah.
to God.
It's crazy.
Fuck me.
It's crazy.
Mm.
Oh man, this line
Yeah,
is
I feel like
fabulous.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good sentiment, bro. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming through to the pod.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you for
Thank
traveling
you,
all the way
thank
from
you.
Beautiful,
Norway.
bro.
I know you were here
All
to
the way
see-
from- all the way from
We're
Norway
gonna
to
tell
the
everyone
pod.
that you're just here for this.
Fully hard for
Just
the
for the
pod.
podcast.
Yes,
sorry,
boy.
you don't have to refund the flight. We pay. We all.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for getting
It
this
was
live.
in what?
Guys, we really need those 5 rands.
Oh,
Send it through on
God.
the Patreon.
Yeah, bro, once. Fuck's sake. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming to this episode of Vaabs Podcast.
Last episode for the year.
Yes,
We came up with a
boy.
bang.
Last episode for the year. 2023. Big things coming.
On both sides.
What does that mean?
Exactly.
Anyway.
We'll find out in 2023.
Find out in 2023. Yeah, make sure you guys go subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. We're on Apple Podcasts. Spotify Podcast, Amazon Music, all the podcasts in the world. So yeah, make sure you go check us out.
And also check out Benji-Kings. We
Yeah,
have everything
sir,
labeled
thank
down
you.
at the bottom and also in the post.
Yeah.
Get fucking ready, guys. It's gonna be a good year!
I'm so scared of him.
What do you mean? It's New Year's.
You just get excited like you do coke every at the halfway through the episode and then it kicks in at the end.
Let's start filming now.
Even my mom was like, David swore at the fans the other day and I was like, David, you can't fucking swear at my mom, bro.
I remember that.
Yeah, anyway.
It's fine. We'll knock
love you guys.
out another episode after
Yeah.
this.
Coked up.
This is so fucking scary. Thank you so
that's
much,
serious.
guys.
Yeah.
Have a good rest of the year and
Yes,
enjoy your
boy.
New Year's. Stay safe.
And as always, where are you for New Year's? Realistically, where are you gonna be? Because
Keep
vibing.
Longest outro ever done.
It's always I
It's
wish we could
fabulous.
end this sooner, but it's our brand now.
It's not our brand. It's just because you and him have some weird fetish about who can go longer.
He doesn't even talk. It just makes me talk.
You make yourself talk.
Yeah.
Oh god damn.
Even now I'm still.
Shut the fuck up.
Sweet guys, mad love for you all.
Oh,
Hey.
Just have to get the end in there.
Yeah, to get it.
All right.